On behalf of 24HourAnswers.com, I welcome you to today's lesson. In this video, we're going to look at a problem where we need to find the derivative and we have to use the product rule and the chain rule together. And here's our example. V of t is equal to 3t to the fourth times the natural log of this stuff. We need to find the derivative of this. So before we do that, notice we do have a product. I'm going to call this function here f, and I'm going to call this function here g, because we're taking this stuff times all of this stuff. Let's write out the product rule again to remind ourselves how to apply the product rule. So v prime of t is equal to f prime g plus g prime f. Check out the product rule videos. You may see a different variation of this in your text, but the product rule, you have a little bit of freedom to do them in almost whatever order you want. So with that said, v prime of t is equal to f prime, we take the derivative of f, which is going to be 12t cubed. We multiply that by g, which means we leave this entire natural log stuff alone, plus, now we take g prime. Well, what I want you to notice is that g is actually a composition of two functions. We have the natural log function, which I call my outside function. Then we have this quadratic here, t squared minus 5t plus 1 on the inside. So if you've looked at chain rule, I gave you an alternative way to look at chain rule. If we want to find the derivative of natural log of u, the way we can always think about that is 1 over u, whatever that u is, and then we come back and multiply by the derivative of u. And then another variation is simply going to be u prime over u. This works for natural log of some stuff. Natural log of some stuff. So what we want to do is we take the derivative of that stuff and we put it over the stuff unchanged. Check it out. It looks a little something like this. So notice here I took u prime, which is the derivative of this stuff that we called u because it's natural log of u. All this stuff is u. So u prime over u. That is the shorthand way of doing the chain rule when you're trying to find the derivative of the natural log of some stuff. So there's our g prime. Now let's come back and multiply all of that times f to finish this off. So times 3t to the fourth. We leave f alone for that part of the product rule. From here, it's a matter of cleaning it up, simplifying it down. So what I would do here is I would pretty much just leave this alone. 12t cubed natural log of that stuff. And it's really up to you what you want to do with this. We can distribute the 3t to the fourth times both of these pieces, or we can just leave it like this, 3t to the fourth times 2t minus 5, and put it all over that u piece, that stuff that we left alone. And there we have that stuff right there. So here's our derivative. Now there's not much you would probably actually do with this in a calculus class. Heaven forbid you have to set this thing equal to 0. I've mentioned that in previous videos about setting a derivative equal to 0 or some other number. That is coming soon. But here you're just really exercising your ability to find derivatives. Seeing that you have a product of two functions and also seeing that you need to apply the chain rule to one of those functions. In this case, that's what we did here with the natural log of this stuff. And there you have it, an example where we have to use the product rule and the chain rule together. And that's it for this video. I hope it helped. Be sure to check out our YouTube channel for more videos. Links to our social media are in the description below.